Losing power is no fun, but I've actually figured out a solution so that never happens to you again. And what better segue than to talk about this right here? This beast of a machine is the ALLPOWERS battery, and guess what? It's powering my studio. Well, was powering my studio. Anyway, let's talk about the ALLPOWERS S700. It's in fact super portable, but at the same time, a super powerful backup battery solution. How's it going, my friends? My name is J.I. I make videos on the technology in our lives and how we can use them to make our lives easier. So I took this on a camping trip recently, and not only did this power everything I needed for the weekend, it also lasted the entire 3 days I was in the mountains. It looks big, but really isn't. It's actually smaller than a regular car battery and weighs about 11.6 pounds. That's less than a standard bowling ball. What makes it easier to carry than a bowling ball, though, is this rubberized handle right here that recesses into the battery to give it a nice clean look. Just really snaps into place like that. An easy standout feature that sets this battery apart from other batteries is the fact that you can use an app to essentially just monitor the battery and anything that's connected to it. So you can monitor the levels of the battery, you can see what's currently connected to it, and you can enable some of the features like the flashlight. This connects easily by Bluetooth, and I really had no issue setting it up for the first time. I can also cycle between the AC function, which powers the standard outlets that are on the front over here, and also the DC function for using USB charging, any of the ports that are on the side over here, and of course the LED lights, which was super handy while I was in the dark during my long camping trips. I was able to actually enable the light without having to fumble around and look for it on the battery itself. It provides quite a bit of light in dark areas. Design-wise, this is well built and rugged, and on the front of the device, we have two 120 volt outlets. I've been plugging almost everything into this, from blenders to electric pumps, and it's powered everything, all of those devices, without a hitch. Over here, we have an orange button to power one of the two high intensity flashlights on the battery. Now again, fumbling around in the dark is kind of hard, but if you just use the app, you can easily enable that without having to worry. It's a little bit recessed here. I wish it was, protruding out a little bit, but hey, it's super easy to enable. You can just press it and enable it like that. And if you look at this button right over here, that's to enable the Bluetooth connection. A long press will toggle it, and then of course we have buttons to switch from DC and AC right over here, and that will just allow you to use the outlets or just use DC power. We have a great LCD display to give us any pertinent info like the battery capacity, time on, and so on. On one side, we have the DC input to charge the battery up, and then a separate port for the optional solar panels that can be purchased to charge it up when you're out and about in a sunny area. We also have a cigarette lighter output option and much more connectivity options on the other side. Here we have 3 USB ports and a single USB-C port, and finally, 12 volt DC output options. So there's really a lot of connectivity available no matter what device you bring with you on the go. Now the battery capacity is roughly 606 watts that it can provide to your devices. That's because with the AC, the battery still has to power other components of the battery itself, like the LCD and whatnot. Even if you're running, say, a 45 watt laptop charger, you're going to get about 11 hours of continuous use with the battery, which is absolutely phenomenal. So the mileage will vary based on what you charge. Now, when you're using straight DC, you do get a bit more wattage out of the battery, so you can run this for a little bit longer. Honestly, with all of the devices that I needed when I was going out, especially when I was camping, like my laptop, my coffee maker, phone charging and whatnot, it was able to last me the entire time while I was away. And now, if you're wondering about the max load of this, well, we have a peak power of 1400 watts. So say if you have something that has a bit of a power surge on startup, well, I can guarantee you that this will be able to handle that as long as it stays below that threshold. Now, charging the unit, you can use the included charging brick, which will charge it up from dead to full in about 6 hours. You can also use the optional solar panel that you can get from the company's website. I don't have that, but I'm glad that the option is available. You can also plug it into your car's cigarette lighter, and of course, you can plug it into the USB-C charging port as well, or in conjunction with your AC adapter to give it a boost in charging. Now, if you use both the AC adapter and the USB-C charger together, you can juice this up to about 80% in about 1.5 hours, which is pretty cool. The USB-C alone took about 10 hours to charge using a MacBook laptop adapter. So the ALLPOWERS portable battery is probably the best road companion I've had for camping trips. It has saved me in tough binds when I just needed to juice up devices in a remote location or just needed power during a storm or power surge. I would recommend this to almost anyone who's in need of a backup power source, and it's super affordable, carries a 5-year warranty, and probably gives you the best value for your money at less than $250 with a plethora of charging ports and options. Of course, if you want to get the best prices, I have that in the links down in my description below. I may also have some coupon codes for you down below in the description, depending on the season. I'll update the description as soon as I get them. I really hope you enjoyed this review. My name is J.I. Thank you for watching, and thank you for kicking it with me.